Hi there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Janners on Tour. It has been a while. It has been about 11 weeks since we last did a video. The day we went into lockdown, actually, the day when we should have played the Exeter game. But we thought we'd come back today for a really important video on a really important day. The day that Plymouth Argyle have finally been announced as being promoted out of League 2 and will play in League 1 next season. So, as we all know, we're in the midst of the coronavirus. Things are starting to ease off a little bit now, and we're kind of starting to think about going forward. Unfortunately, the season we weren't able to finish it, so for quite a few months, everyone was wondering what was going to happen. But the league made the right decision, in my eyes, to end it with teams in their current positions. And obviously, as Argyle fans, we're going to agree with that decision. We hit form right at the right time and snuck into third. If you're an Exeter fan or someone like that, you're obviously going to be a little bit aggrieved. But, you know, at least they have a chance in the playoffs, I guess, if you're an Exeter fan or a Cheltenham fan, etc. So, really happy day. It's obviously very weird that we're not able to celebrate properly. You know, we should be, on the pitch right now, or, with all of our friends and, in the pub and having a good time. And obviously we can't do that, but I'm sure we will make up for that later on. So I thought we'd do a quick video today. Well, not a quick video, just a video of our thoughts about what we think. I'm going to get Rich and Alex and Sean as well, hopefully, on this video, sharing their thoughts, all the main people that are usually in Janners on Tour, to kind of share what we thought of the season, etc. going forward. So for me, I think we deserve it overall. I thought we hit form at the right time. Like I said, we look good all season. We've only lost, whenever we've lost, we've always won or drawn the next game. We've never lost 2 in a row all season, which is pretty impressive, shows good resilience. Ryan Lowe built a pretty good squad, a few loans. Hopefully we can get some of those back. The retained list, released list was open today. Joel Grant leaves and Taylor leaves, so no surprises there. Hopefully the likes of Sarcevic and Mayer sign on, and we'll get maybe Cooper back in, a couple of the loans back, maybe Hardy as well, and the keeper. So all in all, I think we deserve it. For me, the crucial game, and probably the most important game, and probably the most exciting game as well for me, was the Crew game. I think, that ended up being one of our final games, and to win it in the way we did, they're missing an open goal. That turned out to be absolutely vital in the end to us, and I think that set it for us then. And then we went into those 2 final games that we played, Macclesfield when we beat them at home, and Stamp put us in third. Exeter were looking pretty good all season, looking like they were going to go straight up, and to be honest, I thought we were going to end in the playoffs with their form. Lucky for us, they hit a bit of bad form, we hit a bit of good form, and there we go, we're up. So, fantastic. Weird that we can't celebrate, but League 1 beckons next. So, when? Nobody knows. I mean, it's looking like maybe late September the league might start. Will the fans be back? I'm not too sure. Who knows? But when we are back and we're able to go to the stadium, obviously we'll be back with the vlogs. We'll plan on going to the first away game, wherever that is. It's going to be a great atmosphere, the first game, if even it's a home or away. It's going to be fantastic. Final thing from me before I pass on to the other guys. Player of the season, obviously, was Sarcevic. For me, I didn't really have a player of the season. I think everyone contributed quite well, really. I mean, for me, most improved player was Canavan. I know we were in a lesser league, but he scored some important goals, and overall I thought did better. Jeff got obviously really vital, goals, scored about 7 goals, and hopefully one of those youngsters that will actually crack on at Argyle. Mayer didn't score many, disappointing in that regard, but he did a good job, and if you understand football, I think people will agree that he did well. Going forwards, I think we definitely need to invest in a striker that can get us some more goals, maybe 2 of those, and a bit of pace at the back, I think. And then obviously the goalkeeping situation, we don't quite know yet if we get, a loanee back. I'm not sure. So guys, thank you much for tuning in. Obviously been no videos because there's been no football. But as soon as we're able to get back to the stadium, don't you worry, we will be back on Janners on Tour. So I'm going to pass over to Rich now. Hope you enjoy hearing our thoughts. Hope you're all keeping safe. Hope you're all managing without your football fix. But like I said, we will have it back, hopefully, in no time at all. So I'll pass you over to Rich. See you later.
Evening, Joe. Dan on Joe here with the Fanta back here and that after what I've been such a long time waiting for. Got my mate in a hub promotion. We finally got it today. We finally promoted it. And for me, it didn't that we got promoted, but for me, I would love I've done it if we were actually playing at the time. But we're also firing and that doing, and it's not really safe for the finals of Bayer and that, so we got promoted through the point per game ratio, and overall I don't happy it's done it that way. But I believe we sort of be promoted with our overall lead success. Well, Sam already done up with something for the last few bits. Well, 5 Destin really. Well, Destin 1 I already answered, so Destin 2 is my favourite player of the season. The player of the season were voted to Anthony Sosowit and Luke Dector overall. And then both were really good. And that Luke Dector especially since he done back one with Lone Bell, doing about 7 kills I think in 8 or 9 matches, maybe I won on that. And Anthony Sosowit in being our leader on the bit for a while, and so happy that he did it by the fan folk. But for me, I never went for neither myself. I went for Byron Moore myself because I thought overall, despite missing the first month of the season, he was very consistent overall, debating 3 different positions, never debating about it, in that worked in every time, and took some digital moment for us to out. My favourite match of league this season has been a different one, but I don't think many people would go for it really. But for me, it wasn't the match itself was just, the match wasn't the best match we've played, but it was the last moment of a match that was so crucial for us. We're doing that at home when no doubt went to a 96-minute winner with virtually the last hit of the match. And I have to be honest, the burst I felt one that I never felt in a long time. The excitement, the boundness of all the hard work, that bursting for the winner, and we finally got it with no doubt of own foot. And I like it with Jordan and Ryan Taylor and all the players that got released just looking them in the fruit after leaving Argyle today. Then I had to see some just fair just off the young one, maybe get the down to play at the non-league level maybe. What the next season, well, but what I understand it, the season's only top behind Joe at a most likely possibility. And I understand it, even if I personally, I'm not a fan of it, I hate it, I love to be there watching it, but I don't until all this get cleared up. So, if we have to go behind Joe for the first double month maybe, or 4 months, just to make sure it's safe for us to do, but we have to do it. I hate saying it, but we have to. And it'd be interesting to see what with the 2 tamper marks, well, it'd be nice to see what Loden do. But I don't think Loden bit the white bear out. For me, I'd love to see George Cooper done back. Warren Arden and Palmer maybe, but I don't think they ever been in League One before, so I don't know. What was the last test? Don't remember the last testing, but this is my fault. And see you soon, Dean Army. Dan on Joel with the fact is signing off. Bye.
So, the news we've all been waiting for. Plymouth Argyle are promoted at the first attempt back to League One. It's been a long time coming, isn't it? There's been many weeks that have passed with delays from the EFL. There's been a lot of opposition from League One clubs that have wanted the season finished a certain way to suit their own needs, and that's understandable. But finally, we've got what we were after. I think it's a really proud day for the club, even though promotion has come without us being able to be there and in different circumstances. This is kind of the culmination now of some real hard work from players, the new management and the supporters. Obviously, Ryan Lowe's had a huge influence. He's come in, galvanised the club after disappointment of last season. Brought some talented players in, including some very successful loan players. And we've just kind of built up momentum throughout the season. And that last week was huge, wasn't it? Getting those 2 home wins against Grimsby and Macclesfield. And it's pushed us into the top 3 and got us that promotion spot. So we're on our way. In terms of next season's ambitions, obviously it's really uncertain at the moment. I think just trying to keep as many of this season's squad as possible. I know about 10 players have been offered new contracts. Let's hope the majority of those do agree to remain at Home Park next season. It will be important to have that strong nucleus next year and then just add maybe 2 or 3 players of high quality to it. It'd be good if we can get the likes of George Cooper, Ryan Hardy, Alex Palmer back at Home Park, wouldn't it? But obviously that remains to be seen. And then we just need to obviously make sure that we don't make the same mistake as before, really. And now we're back into League One, where we at least belong. Let's push on. Let's consolidate. Let's make sure we take it seriously, because some of those big hitting clubs in that division are still going to be there next season. So really onwards and upwards from here, really. In terms of a player of the season, there was a lot of options. I went for Sarcevic. I just think his drive, his hunger, and his contributions through goals and assists throughout the season were really crucial. With notable mentions as well for the likes of Byron Moore, who's shown such amazing energy wherever he's played, like the versatility of being able to play up front or right wing back have really served us well. And obviously Alex Palmer as well has come in and provided a lot of stability in goal, especially if you compare him to the previous clown we had in Matt Macy. And then thinking about the performance of the season, I've got 2 that stand out for me. One of them for kind of quality alone, and just how the fact we completely dominated the game and really showed our quality at an important part of the season. The Macclesfield home game, obviously it was the last game we played before the lockdown. I felt as if, it was 3, but it could have been 4 or 5 or 6, couldn't it? Obviously George Cooper ran the show with Danny Mayer, and we obviously crept into the top 3 after that day. And obviously, how crucial was that now? And then the other game I'm going to pick out as well is one that's been well talked about, is the home match against Crewe. A lot of you remember Chris Porter's miss for Crewe when I think the score was locked at 1-1. He obviously missed that open goal and put it away. Now, how vital is that now to how the season's turned out? Obviously, that's a huge win. I think the weather conditions that day were awful. Like, the ground staff worked really hard to get that game on. But good job they did, because obviously that game was pivotal in where we've ended up. And it was such an important win to get that Sarcevic penalty and get the 2-1 victory, wasn't it? So just sort of final thoughts from me. Obviously, absolutely delighted that we've got our promotion back to League One. Really looking forward to going to, hopefully when we're allowed back in grounds, some decent grounds, not the likes of Macclesfield, Forest Green, those proper old school football grounds. And obviously we've got this club back on track to where it should be. So massive congratulations to Ryan Lowe, all the staff and players at Argyle, and come on you Greens, we're on our way.
Mission completed. Argyle are finally promoted after a long wait. My favourite player of the season is Anthony Sarcevic. My young player of the season is Luke Jeffcott. Mission completed. Green Army!
Thank you guys for your thoughts. Really good to hear all of your thoughts. So, there we go. Plymouth Argyle are promoted out of League 2 into League 1. If you'd like to leave a comment on what you think about our promotion, are you happy? Well, obviously you're probably happy, but how do you feel about it? It's a bit bittersweet, probably. Maybe comment your favourite game, the most crucial game, who your player of the season was, and just your overall thoughts, really. So, guys, we will see you in the new season in League One, where hopefully we can continue from where we left off and have a good go at League One. So, stay safe, and we will see you soon. Jan is on tour. Come on, you Greens. The Greens are going up. The Greens are going up.